Well, Emma made a very, very scary face in this chapter. Two scary faces, actually. Number one, when she told the three kids, I'm from Gracefield, and let them know, if they track you down, you're cornered, and you got nowhere to go, let them know that I'm from Gracefield. First come, first serve. That face of Emma. Terrifying. But then, the other face, too, when she starts thinking about what the demons are currently doing to all of the children. They're treating all the children more like toys than anything else. And I'm like, yo, Emma's face, or her facial reactions in this chapter is just spot on. And it just once again reminds you of a big thing when it comes to Emma's character, that she has this darker side to her. Like, every time we see her, she always seems this, like, bubbly character that's always smiling, and she seems very naive. And it's a big thing that's always popped up with her character. She's a very naive MC. However, there's often times we see to where her face just changes into more of a serious mode, and she just goes full on in, or she says some very creepy and scary things that honestly just you wouldn't normally see from a level-minded individual. And for instance, when she says to the kids, like, if you're cornered, you know, let the demons know that I'm from Gracefield, first come, first serve, and all that. So, that's just what's really creepy when you see that. Just the way she acts is so calm, but the way she delivers those lines with such a serious expression, it just makes her very eerie. But anyways, let's talk about that color page real quick, okay? Before I get into the chapter, I just want to quickly mention, it's not going to be too long, I just want to mention the color page. The color page, it's Christmas themed. I'm probably going to use that as a thumbnail, and it's very nice and sweet, and it's appropriate for this time of the year, since, you know, the Promised Neverland is only going to be having, like, one more chapter before the end of the year. Just, you know, let me do that FYI, okay? So, if you're unaware, at the end of the year, Shonen Jump takes a break until next year. And from what I'm aware of, this could possibly be the last chapter of 2017. But I want to take a assumed guess. I want to assume we're probably going to have one more chapter, and then that's it. So we're probably going to have one more chapter, and that's it for the Promised Neverland for this year, and then we gotta wait till 2018. So just clarifying, so, like, if we don't get a chapter, or if we get another chapter, that's probably gonna be the final chapter of this year. So if you don't see, like, a Promised Neverland chapter up for, like, 2 to 3 weeks, that is the reason why. Anyways, to get right into it, though, the color page, though, Christmas theme, fits with the theme of the year, and so just good stuff, very good stuff, and just once again, I like to see how, once again, the Promised Neverland continues to have color pages, because it lets us know that it continues to remain very popular in Weekly Shonen Jump. So let's talk about one of the big aspects of this chapter, though. Emma gaining information. That's one of the big things that you need to look at when it comes to this chapter, is that throughout the chapter, Emma is assessing the situation, and she's thinking about what she could do, how many enemies they are, how many they have, and what they could do to bring them down. That's what this chapter is really about. Emma looking at the demon side and seeing what they're capable of, and if she has any possibility of being able to bring them down. And so, number one, what we found out is that there is 5 demons. There's only 5 demons here, 5 elite demons that have intelligence. They're not dumb demons. So this lets us know that 5 intelligent demons that are process of thought and outsmarting humanity, and on top of that, there is a total of about 50 humans. And so, as we see, if we look at this, there could possibly be a potential of 10 children versus 1 demon. That's basically what this could all boil down to. 10 v1, v1, you know, you get my point. Like 10 v1, 10 v1, 10 v1, so on. And so, right now, it seems like in terms of number-wise, the children are at a very big advantage. Number 2, we also found out that the demons, they replenish the children every single month. So, once everybody's kind of like wiped out, or almost all of them are wiped out, they replenish everything at the end of the month. And so, that would mean that every single month, there will be more reinforcements. There will be 50 children versus 5 demons. And so, that lets us know that Emma always has this constant supply of basically warriors to fight with her. That's what we could pull from this. But then, we go a step further as well. We also know that since they only get, you know, these children every month, that obviously means that they have to be very, very like small when it comes to what they're hunting. For instance, if they're taking down a bunch of the children, they might be able to only take down maybe like 5 per, day or something, or 5 every 3 days. They can't take down like, all 50 in one sitting, because they need to be able to kind of last all 50 children throughout the entirety of the month. So that's basically what we could get from this as well. So when it comes to them going on their hunting sprees, they won't go all in. They won't, get rid of everyone instantly. There will be a lot of intervals between it when they take breaks, and when they come back, take breaks, come back, and that's basically what's going to be going down. So yeah, I like that. I like that clarification to let us know that the demons, they are highly underestimating the children. That's what we can actually get from this, is that Emma right now is realizing the demons, these 5 demons, at least 4 of the 5 demons, are very, very, very smart, but they're underestimating the children, because they don't expect the children to fight back at all. Because, number one, there's tracks left all over the forest. And so, if someone was skilled enough like Emma, Ray, or the man with no name, they would easily be able to track down these hunters and all that, or the demons, and take them down like it's nothing, because they're not hiding their tracks. And so Emma or anyone else could get the jump on the demons, take them down before they even realize it, because they also know their weakness. So that's really cool. I do like that, how Emma, throughout the chapter, she was looking at these little details of how she could actually take the fight to them instead of them taking the fight to her. For instance, she knows they have more numbers, they have more of them, and also on top of that, they know their weakness, and then they know there's only 5 of them. They also know that they don't hide their tracks, and so they can easily track them, find them, take them down, besides Lewis, obviously, because he is someone that most likely is going to be like the in-game boss of this arc, or potentially a very long-running villain for, the Promised Neverland, depending on where the writer wants to take it. But anyways, getting right into it though, pretty much what we see going on here is that Emma, she is definitely going to be taking the fight to the demons and probably wiping all of them out to save these children, because if there's only 5 and she wipes them all out, then that's in the story. They can figure out what's going on in Goldie Pond. They can figure out what's, going on with the world, a little bit more details about the world, and also they could possibly find the shelter that's hidden somewhere, because it's obvious that there probably has to be one that was just built on top, like maybe the mansion or whatever was built on top of it, but there probably is a shelter somewhere around here, just they're completely unaware of it. Now, besides that, let's talk about what happened with, Lewis, the demon. So, this character obviously is going to be very, very crucial for this arc. Not just because he's acting very different from the others, but because of what he has done in the past. We know that he is the one that got rid of the man with no name's family. He is the one that completely wiped him out, and so obviously there's some bad blood between them. And most likely, Ray is going to pop up, trying to say Emma at the last second. Man with no name is going to pop up, and he's going to find out that Lewis was someone that also got rid of his entire family. And so because of that, I could see the man with no name either A, sacrificing himself, going up against Lewis and all that, or B, getting his vengeance and taking him down. One or the other. I can definitely see that, because that's the way the story is building up right now when it comes to this, because there's just no way the writer would go out of their way, showcase what we saw in the last chapter, and then, have this character be very important, showcasing he's very intelligent, and Emma most likely is going to be pushed in the corner, not to have the man with no name come and find out about it and then get his vengeance. Now, I do hope that the man with no name doesn't die. I really hope not, because I'd like to see him become a very prominent, important character of the story, and not just be wiped out instantly, because I know the way his character is designed, he seems like one of those characters that would definitely die at the end of an arc. I just hope he isn't one of those characters, because I do like him, and I would like to see an adult character amongst the main cast of characters, at least on the human side, for this story. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, the chapter overall for this week's The Promised Neverland, it was incredibly short, very simple. I mean, the only other thing I need to mention is that the children, the other children that Emma saved, they're being hunted down. So the dude, Lewis, he's not even going after Emma right now. He's actually just trying to make Emma stronger and sweeter and kind of build up, her a little bit more. Then he can hunt her down, for he can have his thrill, his hunting match with her. So he's going after the innocent children just to be able to build her up some more. So that's interesting to see that. So I want to end it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, how you felt about this week's chapter of The Promised Neverland. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Please be honest in the comments below. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe, and if you like this video, please leave a like. And another thing before I end this video, if you haven't been getting notifications this past week, because I have been seeing a lot of people complain about it, if you haven't been getting notifications, next to the subscribe button, there is a bell icon. You got to click that to be able to get notifications for videos. And even if you don't want to get notifications from my videos, like you don't care at all, if you're not getting notifications from other YouTubers you care about, then I recommend you go to their channels and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button. It does help them out, and like I said, do it for me if you care to, but if you don't, it happens. So I want to end it there. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.